Well, what have we here? That's right, Degree Listeners is back, coming in awful fast with another stunning and brave episode. I'm your host, the People's Champion, 21st Century Digital Boy, trusted member of the media, stunning and brave culture critic, and your good buddy in the mix, the immortal Shanghai Pete. Thank you for chilling with us tonight. Now, as some of you may have noticed, our tiny, insignificant little channel has tripled in size over the past week or so, making us, well, still tiny, insignificant, and effectively nobody. Seems like far more people than we originally imagined actually agree with our edgelord hot takes on Final Fantasy VII. And while we definitely love to see that, far more people seem to be really mad about it, which we naturally find to be quite hysterical. In all seriousness, though, we did want to take just a quick moment to give a shout out and just say thanks to all the new people who've subbed to the channel. While Degreelessness is and will always be just something we primarily do for fun and our own enjoyment, I would be lying if I said it wasn't at least a little rewarding seeing that some people are actually watching all this nonsense that we make. So, with that out of the way, for our main story tonight, we'll be talking about how nothing is really fucking happening. First up, it looks like the Team Fortress 2 and CSGO source code have been leaked. Oh god, everybody's in a panic, presumably by some disgruntled employee or something. And understandably, yeah, some people are upset about this. Some rumors going so far as to claim that if you even logged on, someone could infiltrate your computer or access your account or something. Now, don't get it fucked up. I absolutely understand the cultural relevance of these games and how this could potentially have been a very big deal. I just don't care. CSGO has long been just that dumb game where people gamble thousands of dollars on absurd skins for it, having lost any novelty or appeal for me years ago. As for Team Fortress 2, I, probably like many people, used to be into it way back in the day, but as playing online games slowly has become more and more of a liability for my sanity, I gradually lost interest. I understand how many people still fuck with it though, but aside from classic WoW, I just cannot bring myself to play games online where the majority of my enjoyment is predicated on the behavior of strangers on the internet. That's just not a recipe for fun for me. Looks like it doesn't matter either way though, as according to Valve, this is a code depot released to partners in late 2017 and originally leaked back in 2018. There's no reason for players to be alarmed or avoid current builds. Great, so nothing newsworthy, fantastic. Now in the category of, oh god, we couldn't possibly have seen that coming, we've got the news that the Battlefield 5 live service is being shut down. Cool, I guess. Did anyone play this? Was anyone actually laboring under the delusion that there was a product of measurable value here? I don't think so. But for those of you who did, I'm sorry, but I'm glad it's gone. Is this maybe a case of get woke, go broke coming back around full circle? We can only hope. In other news, Twitch thottery of all types continues to grab headlines and attention. I truly don't understand why anyone watches Twitch. Maybe I'm just a boomer, I'll never get it. That's certainly possible, but I've done a video on this before, but I truly think it bears repeating. If any of you seriously and unironically enjoy Twitch, please get in the comments below and let me know why. I'm open to being wrong about this, but I really don't understand. First up though, we have the same dumb bitch that threw her cats around and fed them vodka, accidentally letting her pepperoni nip slip out. Sure, seems super accidental. I'm sure that occurring has absolutely nothing to do with the tsunami of woke media coverage that we all knew was going to follow something like that.
Sure.
Predictably, Twitch moderators have done absolutely nothing about it. Way to let your inaction live up to expectations. Fabulous work. We've also seen a bunch of clips flying around featuring a vacuous but attractive effigy for content creator, admonishing and shaming her audience for not giving her enough money for simply existing.
Can we get some roses to throw on the stage here? This is incredible performance.
Not only does this prove that most Twitch thoughts are exactly what they appear to be and have a howling vortex of despair instead of a soul or any sense of integrity, but also that if you suffer from a catastrophic lack of self-respect and you actually give money to these women, you're getting exactly what you deserve. Just another day on the world's saddest website, as far as I'm concerned. Next up, we have Bethesda. Always being good for a laugh, Bethesda doesn't disappoint this week as Fallout 76 continues to come up with new ways to fail at just being an enjoyable video game. This time, I think it's the NPCs that have recently been added that are fucking things up. Seems that they're robbing players, which is objectively pretty fucking funny. I mean, if you're still so brain dead that you're giving Bethesda money to play this, I can only assume you enjoy torturing yourself. yourself, so I don't have any sympathy for you. Though I would respectfully ask you to please stop in the desperate hope that maybe eventually Bethesda will learn some semblance of a lesson and go back to making customer-friendly products again, or at the very least games that masquerade as being good. Rounding out their week of recent failures, though, seems that they had a staff engineer simply slap a limiter onto the Doom Eternal soundtrack instead of paying the composer Mick Gordon to properly master it. This resulted in a soundtrack that we audio engineers refer to as being entirely brick-walled, meaning lacking in appropriate levels of dynamics and just overall, sounding like a ball sack. Way to go, Bethesda. You could have just spent a few more bucks and kept Mick Gordon on the payroll for another week or so to do it correctly, but instead, you had to save a little dough on the side and ended up ruining it while also having yet another PR scandal that will probably offset any money that you would have made from the sale of the soundtrack in the first place. Congrats. As always, you guys are your own worst enemy and I fucking hate you. Finally tonight, looks like some devs are running PR for Sony even more than they usually do, and have been running their mouth about how great the PS5 is and how it's superior to the Xbox in many ways. I've said it before, but I don't know, I guess I'll say it again. Where is this enthusiasm coming from? These people act like the new consoles are going to enable them to do things that have never been possible before. Look at this idiotic tweet about the PS5's SSD. Dude, if you wanted to work on a game that could take advantage of an SSD, why don't you just develop PC games? How is this revolutionary or exciting? I really just don't understand. This is the biggest tech leap in your career? Faster loading times? Really, dude? Sounds fucking boring to me. Next, we have this guy from the studio Ready at Dawn gushing in what's frankly kind of an embarrassing fashion about how the PS5 is the most revolutionary, inspired home console ever designed. And what game did you guys make again? Oh, right, The Order 1886. And how well did that game do again? Yeah. Now, the word that I keep seeing most frequently in regards to the PS5 in quotes and tweets is revolutionary. Can someone explain this to me? No, really, I'm being serious. Please, if someone can, explain what business anyone has using the word revolutionary to describe just another generation of home consoles. What about a video card, motherboard, and SSD is revolutionary? I get that we're gonna see games that look marginally better, but does that really justify the use of the term revolutionary? I would argue no. This all just looks like standard fare console wars hype to me. I mean, if you're into this kind of thing, awesome, knock yourself the fuck out. I just want to provide you guys with information without the extraneous hype and industry narrative attached to it. And yes, I'm aware that the opposite of insane establishment buzzwords and paid shillery can often be edgelord cynicism, but sometimes that's what it takes to balance out people shrieking revolutionary every 5 minutes. Now, I'm going to end by saying what I always say whenever I have to talk about new consoles or anything like that, which is I have no feelings of any type towards either Sony or Microsoft or Nintendo. I will buy all of the new consoles, as I always do, because I want to play all of the games. And if you have your favorites, shit, everybody has favorites and some shit, who cares? Enjoy what you want to enjoy, I don't give a shit. All I'm trying to do is temper the establishment and industry PR for these consoles with a little bit of reality, okay? That's all I'm doing. Because if left to their own devices, the entire industry and establishment narrative is gonna have people expecting these amazing leaps of technical advancement and shit, when all they're really gonna get is a game that looks like it was running on a PC 2 years ago in 4K Ultra. I mean, don't get it twisted. That could be very fucking awesome for a lot of people. Great. But let's just be fucking real about it, okay? Will the PS5 and the new Xbox be cool? Absolutely. But will they be revolutionary? Nah, G. Nah. Now, real quick before we go, I just wanted to mention what we've been playing around the office here at Degreelessness HQ, which is Trials of Mana, actually. Came out, I think, on the 22nd of April for PS4, PC, Switch, maybe Xbox, I don't know. I have it on Switch. And contrary to my initial impressions from the demo, it's actually pretty dope. I'm about 12 hours in, we're level 32, 31, 32, and we're having a lot of fun. It's I mean, the lazy, mass-produced and outsourced art aside, the combat and gameplay has a satisfying amount of depth. Class change system is here from the original, and the point allocation system adds a lot of strategy to how you level your characters up. Overall, really fun, especially since I was a fan of the original. See, Square Enix, you made a perfectly good action RPG here. Why did FF7 have to be such a disaster? So if you dig retro-styled action RPGs that are actually a full game and are looking for something to play, I would definitely suggest picking up Trials of Mana. We are having a lot of fun with it. Well, alright, that's our show for tonight. Thank you all for chilling with us. Hopefully anything even slightly more interesting will happen in the industry in the coming weeks. As you can no doubt tell, there's nothing here that I could have justified an entire video on. So we had to toss it all together in this sort of weekly recap format. Maybe daily videos is something we can do in the future, but for right now, I don't have anywhere near the free time required for that, especially since I'm still working full-time. I was thinking maybe doing some retro reviews or something like that later if the news cycle doesn't pick up at all, as tragically I'm running a little low on things to angrily rant about. Anyways, though, thank you for chilling with us. We love you today. We love you all the way. Hope you, your friends, your family, you're all staying safe and healthy during this nonsensical timeline that we appear to be living in. Remember to try and hurt my feelings in the comments down below, downvote this hateful content, and never ever subscribe because chaos is a ladder.